guys, it's me, Miss S here, just saying happy first week to the 2020-2021 virtual school year at Middlesex Elementary. All right, I know that we all know that my name is Miss Simonitis, also known as Miss S. And guys, I know that within the last week, I have been sending out a lot of information your way, whether through email, text, YouTube videos. However, I feel like creating the YouTube videos is a good way to keep everyone connected in this crazy, fun world we're living in right now. All right, so here's just a little snapshot of the September 2020 calendar, and I just kind of want to point out a couple of things. So here we are with this week of school. So technically for Baltimore County Public Schools, this is the first week back to school. However, this looks very different for kindergarten because this is the week that we call what we call gradual entry. So basically, since we are starting the school year off in a virtual learning environment, gradual entry has always been a way, even if we were starting actually in school, is a way where I meet with parents and students and just kind of get everyone connected to the internet and just kind of walk everyone through what needs to be done in order to start the virtual school year off on the right foot. So basically what we're looking at right now is the rest of this week, we will have that gradual entry with conferences. So that will be meeting with me and just kind of getting to know what kindergarten is all about. So looking at September 14th, that is going to be the start of our first full day of where we will start following those schedules, okay? And I will fill you in about that as we move along. Alrighty? So basically what this week is going to look like, and this is something that I have given everyone access to, so you guys can fill out a time frame that fits best for you. So basically with gradual entry, everyone is just signing up, and parents, I know a lot of you may work and maybe the time frames that you see is not available. Please remember that I do have a lot of flexibility. So if you are a parent that prefers to have an evening time, please just shoot me an email or a message through Schoology to just let me know about that. So basically with kindergarten conferences, parents, I just need you guys to just pick a day or time frame that fits best for you to meet with me. So that way I can walk you through all of the technology components of what our virtual kindergarten year is going to look like and any questions or concerns that you guys may have. So this is a good week to kind of get it all figured out before the real deal kind of all starts. So basically, I do still have a lot of open availability. So if you haven't made an appointment with me yet, and I happen to just, call around, don't be alarmed. That's just me just kind of touching base with everyone to make sure we are all connected as a team. Okay, so like I said, gradual entry will be all the way until Friday. So that's going to be those kindergarten conference times. I will be meeting with families and students just to make sure everyone's ready for the kindergarten classroom. All right, so like I have told everyone, I know that everyone is probably feeling a little overwhelmed with everything that has been thrown your way in a very short period of time. Those of you who are new to Middlesex Elementary, I do have a couple of families that have not really received their computers or class or their school supplies. I have already updated our administration about that, and so you will be able to go to our school and pick up your bag of supplies and a computer if you have not already done so. So that will be something that you will take care of the rest of this week. All right, so now what everyone's been waiting for. A lot of families that I've already met with previously or just from my previous YouTube video that I kind of went over and shared with you guys. The schedule that you guys have laid your eyes on definitely makes you feel cray-cray. All right, so I just kind of created it where it makes more sense and hopefully puts everyone at a little more at ease with starting this virtual experience. So please, when I'm going through this, if you guys are thinking of any questions or if you have concerns about anything, don't ever hesitate to let me know. So basically, just remember to breathe. All right, because we are in this together. It's a new learning experience for us all. And just know if you're ever feeling defeated with all of this that's heading your way, just know that you are not alone. We're a team. So we're just going to make it all work the best way that we can. All right, so basically what our schedule is going to look like. Now, I know it may seem overwhelming. I'm just going to kind of basically explain how our schedule will be different on a week-to-week basis or day-to-day basis, I guess you would say. So with my daily schedule, this would only be for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. This schedule is going to be the schedule that your child will follow. So for example, if we are logging in at 9 o'clock, so remember this schedule is a schedule that we would treat just as if we are in the classroom. So they would come to school or come to class at 9 o'clock, and there we would have our whole group room 2 crew meeting. So that's everyone in our class would see each other every morning. And then we would have a class meeting. And a class meeting is really nice because that's a way for all of them to get connected and get to see everyone's face and, get to know everyone. Here is where a lot of parents have kind of really fixated themselves with our schedule, because I guess everyone has seen the schedule and says, all right, from 9 to 4, let's log them in all hours of the day, when essentially our schedule is not designed to have that constant login from morning to afternoon. So basically what that means is when you are looking down here at phonics small group, since we do have 18 kiddos in our class, I feel it's best to just kind of have it broken up so that way it's not all 18 of us in Google Meet getting to know the technology and accessing materials. It's just better if it's a more small condensed grouping of kiddos rather than the whole 18 plus of us. So basically, at the end of this coming week, I will be sending out individualized schedules for all of you guys to follow starting next week. So what that's going to mean is you may be a student or a family that say, all right, so you're logging in from 9 to 9:45 as a whole group with room 2, and say you have a child that is in the phonics small group 1. So that means they would just, after 9:45, they would just log back in with me from 10 to 10:20 for that small group phonics, okay? If they are in the small group 2, they would just log in from that 10:30 to 10:50. All right, and the same thing kind of goes throughout. So again, ELA, which is also known as English Language Arts, that's also broken into small groups. So again, they would either be in group 1 or group 2. And then from 12 to 1:15, that's a whole allotted hour and 15 minutes where they can have their lunch, they can have recess, and that's where I have my open office hours. So if you guys are just like, all right, we really need to talk to Miss S, that's always the best time where I can make calls and touch base with all of you guys. Every single day, your child will have a special area that they will attend. And I will talk more about that because that's based on a day-to-day schedule. So again, the only whole group that we will have on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday in the afternoon is going to be our math whole group. All right, so that would only be a 20-minute meet with everyone in room 2, and then it will disperse again into those small groups. So again, if they are the small grouping for like group 1 or group 2, they will just kind of follow the same group. So like, for example, say like phonics small group 1, they would most likely be paired up with the small group ELA 1. So that way it's not that consistency of bouncing back and forth with times in the schedule. So I tried to create this in more of a way where it would make more sense for you guys rather than reading all of those pages of schedules. And then at the end of the day, we would have content area. So that's either health, social studies, or science, and that would just be something that would rotate on a rotational schedule. So say, for example, one week it's health, the next week science, and so forth. All right, now this is something that a lot of parents have already had questions about, and this is a Wednesday schedule. So with our Wednesday schedule, that's more of our condensed day. So with that being said, they're not necessarily logging in to multiple different small groups. It's just more of like we meet in the morning. They have their library special early, so that would be at 9:30. And then they would have small group time. Wednesdays are mostly looked upon as the independent work time frame. So that would be if you guys, if they have assignments on Schoology, that would be a good time built in their weekly schedule where, hey, Wednesday, let's do all of your work that's on the computer. So like I said, Wednesday is more of their condensed day where they're not necessarily focusing on consistently logging in and out of different groups, okay? All right, looking at that special area rotation schedule. This is going to be based on a day-to-day basis, okay? So on Mondays, they will have music, but they will use this Google code for each special area. So music. Tuesday, it will be art, so that's Fitz Art. Wednesday, it will be library, so that's Musselman Media. Thursday, reading, and that would just be reading. And then Friday is gym, and that would be Bloxton Gym. And again, I'm going to make another video eventually to show you guys how to just get connection and find all of these resources as well. So a lot of you have already reached out about trouble logging into Google Meets. Well, it is very, very important. I've already helped a lot of you out with this. It's very important that you guys are logged in to your child's BCPS One account. The main reason why this needs to happen is because if they are logging in from a different account, it's not going to connect them right away to those codes. It's going to say the meeting's not occurring, and it's just going to be crazy times. And then that's when you guys start to stress out about trying to log in. And so it's just always best to just kind of lock it in and remember, all right, let's make sure they're logged into their BCPS One account to get into those meets. Okay. All right. So like I said, for gym, it would just be Bloxton PE in the Google Meet code. Fitz Art, Cobb Music, Musselman Media, Reading, and that's that. So kind of looking back at our schedule, I know that I had said this week it was going to be different because it's just gradual entry. And again, if you are a parent that has not signed up, it is, you guys still can do that, all right? I'm a very flexible person, and I kind of just meet you guys where you need me to meet you. If it's later in the evening, just let me know, and then we can make it work. All right, on Wednesday, tomorrow, it will be back to school night, and that's going to start at 6:30. So I'll walk you through that. For back to school night, there are 2 sessions. If the 6:30 time frame doesn't work for you, no big deal. You can just join in at 7:15. The code that you will use to join our Middlesex Elementary back to school night is MES Kindergarten. Again, you want to make sure that you are logged in to those BCPS accounts, so that way it gives you that direct access to connect for our back to school night. So yay! Also, our very first day of school for kindergarten, this is going to be all of our kiddos in our classroom 2 crew. That is going to take place on September 14th. The rest of this week, I'm just spending that time to make sure that everyone has all of their materials that they need. Everyone is connected and set up with their computers and all of the technology fun stuff that we will be utilizing through this process. So remember, the first day of school for kindergarten will actually take place on September 14th. All right, and as always, parents, please remember, you got this. Even when you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is too much. No, you are not alone. We are all in this together, and we are taking this learning curve experience as a team. All right. And just remember, I am always here. So if you guys ever have any question, there's no such thing as a silly question. Okay. I check my email consistently. And yeah, you guys reach out and I'll try my best to get back to you. All right. I will see everyone soonish and happy first start to the year. Bye, guys.